This is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Welcome to Job Search Radio.
Are you looking for a new job or interested in leveling up? Job Search Radio is your go-to resource for insider tips on job hunting and growing your career. Here's your host, Jeff Altman.
Hi, this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for Job Search Coaching, HQ.com, and welcome to Job Search Radio. Monday through Friday, I try to give you advice that's designed to help you find work more quickly, take some of the mystery out of job hunting, and thus help you land your next job. I can't cover everything, but I try to cover a lot in a lot of different directions. And on this show, I talk with you about working with recruiters, why you don't get calls back, some of the issues that exist for recruiters that prompt what seems to be this adversarial relationship. So I hope you find today's show helpful, and I hope you also give it 5 stars in iTunes, Stitcher, whatever site you happen to listen to the show on. It does help other people discover it. So hang in there, enjoy the ride, and let's get going. Let me just talk with you for a second about the role of recruiters in your job search and some of the mistakes people make when they start working with recruiters. It's mistakes in attitude, mistakes that come from misunderstanding the role. So the language of job hunters is that I'm going to contact a recruiter who's going to help me find a job. Or I'm going to contact a bunch of recruiters and they'll help me find a job. Ready? Wrong. That's not the case. Recruiters are hired by organizations and paid to find people who fill jobs. But, they need me for this. And you're absolutely right, but you're a commodity. And I want you to hear that. If you think you're the only person in your market area who can do this job, you're deluding yourself. If you think you're the only person in the country who can do this job, you're deluding yourself. Job hunters are paid by corporations to find talent with specific backgrounds that can do the role. They're not there to help you transition 99.9% of the time. They are not there to be career coaches. They're not there to respond to your messages when you send a resume that says, "Hey, what do you think?" Give me a break. You're stealing time from them if you think they're going to critique your resume for you. And I have this happen to me all the time. People send me a message that says, "Take a look at my resume. Could you do a rewrite for me?" And they don't want to pay me anything for it. Like, help me understand why I'm supposed to do this. Because we'll build a relationship. Yeah, right. I'll never hear from you again. And that's my experience. I've only done this for 40 years. So recruiters are there to fill jobs by finding people who have specific backgrounds and certain, and match certain preferences that an organization has that are designed to, and are paid as a result. Next thing that people make this goofy association with is that recruiters are rude and unresponsive. Well, you're a spammer many times. You're sending resumes to recruiters, and in no way, shape, or form does your background fit what they're looking for, and you're expecting them to stop, say, "Okay, let me call this guy, even though I will never have anything for them," or "Stop, this woman wants to make a transition into a completely different field, and she has no background in this whatsoever, but she wants to do it." So I think the rudeness really comes from the fact that you're contacting them and have expectations that are unreasonable. So recognize that when you try to steal someone's time, the result winds up being that you're the rude one because you're making demands of them that are completely unreasonable. Next thing is, recruiters are not out to get job hunters the best comp that they have. That they can get. And the truth of the matter is, the recruiter wants to do the deal. Hear that one. A recruiter wants to do the deal. And the deal that they want to do is the one that their client is willing to pay them to deliver a candidate for. So, for example, if you're offered $60,000 or $100,000 or $250,000, but you are looking for, $67,500 or $110,000 or $275,000, just for the sake of argument. Well, you may think that they're trying to scam you here, but the reality is the client won't pay any more for you. So their circumstances, they're not going to be paid unless you're delivered to them. So they want to do that, and they're going to try to be persuasive about why your value is not as high as you think it is. Now, hopefully you did research at the beginning of your search. You did that, didn't you? Most people don't. So let's not kid ourselves. You probably didn't do research at the beginning of the search, other than to ask friends or family, who have no real knowledge. Hey, I think I'm worth such and such. What do you think? That's what most people think is research, and that's not the case. I've gone into that in other videos. I'll just simply say that for you as a job hunter, you need to understand your value. And because you want it doesn't mean that you have that value. If the market is rejecting you, and you've been on a bunch of interviews and no offers, no callbacks, no problem, no interest, well, the market's telling you that you're not as good as you think you are, and you don't have the value that you think you have. So recognize this, and you have to be the one that adapts, or be prepared to turn down an offer and go on to the next thing, which is perfectly fine. But understand that the recruiter is there to do the deal. Lastly, recruiters care about building long-term relationships with people. They want to help people become hiring managers and hire from them, because that's really where they make more money. From your vantage point, you may think they're transactional, but that's because you've been a spammer most of the time. You've been submitting resume after resume after resume that in no way, shape, or form fits what they're looking for, wondering why you don't get a phone call. And if you think I'm wrong, folks, you got to live on my side of the desk and understand that I walk in on a typical day to 150 to 200 emails and messages in my LinkedIn inbox, and clients that want feedback on interviews that have taken place. But it's the job hunters who send resumes for very specific requirements. And I got to tell you, I try to write them in a very specific way so it's crystal clear what the client is looking for, that submit resumes that aren't even close. They're not even in the same industry. Like the IT security role with risk management background applied to by the security guard. If you took 1 second to read the job description, you wouldn't apply, but you steal my time. So again, often the issue with job hunters isn't the recruiter. It's you. You're the problem here. Your behavior sets up this adversarial relationship. And I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm here to give you no BS job search advice, even if it makes you squirm. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you learned something from it as well. And if you did, come over to JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. There's a lot there that you can watch, listen to, or read that's going to help you find work more quickly. In addition, you can ask me questions, get answers from other people as well. There's a lot there that will help you with your search. Monthly or quarterly membership, come on over and join. I look forward to helping you. Hope to see you here soon. Have a great day. Take care.
If you would like to have Jeff give you advice about your job search, you'll love JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. This site has all of Jeff's books and guides to job hunting available free. The ability to have Jeff answer your questions, plus podcasts and videos that'll help you with all the different parts of a job search, including writing a winning resume and cover letter, great answers to interview questions, how to negotiate effectively, whether you want an easy way or want to get tough, plus a community of people like you who you can get advice from. The site again is JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's JobSearchCoachingHQ.com.